Okay, so we've established that Frozen 2 came out like a billion years ago, but I went ahead and I did a video using the Elsa palette, and it will be linked in the iCard later in this video. So I decided to do the other half of the sisters and do the Anna video. So here is the Colourpop X Frozen 2 Anna palette, which is what we used to make this look today. So if you want to see how I did this makeup look and potentially recreate it or do it yourself, please go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so I went ahead and I did my base. I used the Pretty Fresh Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer from Colourpop, and then I used Colourpop's Pretty Fresh Foundation in the shade Light 33C. Then I used Colourpop's Pretty Fresh Concealers in the shade 10N and 105N. This one is an actual concealer, and then this one to contour the sides of my face and my skull and my forehead and my nose just a little bit. After that, I used the Colourpop No Filter Setting Powder in the shade Fair, and then I used the Colourpop Sweet Cheeks Sugar Frosted palette, and I use the bottom right color here as a blush and the top left color as a highlight. So we're gonna go ahead and move right on into the eyeshadow palette. So again, we are using the Colourpop X Frozen 2 Anna palette. So this is what the palette looks like. It's this beautiful purple color, and then it has these sort of purple glitter and like gold metallic little designs. It's sort of like flowery, and then this beautiful artwork of Anna, and then it's a little bit of a darker pinky purple in the back, and it says Disney's Frozen 2, and then at the bottom it says Colourpop, and then on the back it says Anna Pressed Powder Palette, and then it has all of the different shades in the palette, and then again it says Colourpop and Disney. And so when you open this palette up, I forgot to mention this in the Elsa video and I was super mad, but this is actually one of Colourpop's paper palettes that comes with a mirror. So I really like this palette, again, because it is the paper consistency versus the plastic, and it does have a mirror, although mine both have this weird little dark spot in the middle. The only bad thing about the paper palettes from Colourpop is once you get a little bit of the eyeshadow on the actual paper, it stains it and then it's kind of there forever. You can see that on my Elsa palette in the Elsa video, which I'm gonna go ahead and put up in the iCard somewhere. But we're gonna go ahead and move right on into the palette. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with the top middle color here. It's called Wind, which I think is a reference to Gale, the little wind guy. I guess he's not really a person though, it's just the wind. And we're gonna go ahead and use this, and we're gonna take this color and we're gonna bring it all the way up to our eyebrow and just around our eyes. We're going for a very warm look today. So we're gonna take this color, like I said, and go all the way up to the eyebrow, and then we're gonna kind of bring it out in this circular shape, and then we're gonna run it underneath our eyes and just repeat on the other side. Once we've got Wind laid down as our base cover, we're gonna go ahead and move into this darker orange color here called Fearless, which is the bottom middle color. And we're gonna take that and we're gonna start working it into our crease and around the outer corner of our eye. Now that we've gone ahead and worked that color into our crease, we are going to take the bottom right color here, which is called Charades, which is that little cute scene in the beginning of the movie. And it's this deep brown color, and we're just gonna take a little bit and we're gonna work it into the outer corner of our eye. And you're gonna wanna work this in the outer corner both on the top of the eye and the bottom. After working the color Charade around the outer corner of my eye and up into the crease, I'm going to take this big fluffy brush. It is the F33, and I'm just gonna go around the edges of our eyeshadow just to soften them up. The next thing we are going to do is we are going to do a cut crease. So I'm going to take this small angled brush from Colourpop. It's the E30, and I'm going to take a little bit of my concealer. And when you do a cut crease with concealer, you're actually going to want to use a concealer that has a little bit of a thicker consistency, and you're just going to paint the sides of your brush, and then you're gonna go in and just draw a little line kind of on the lid. And then what I like to do is look up like this, because that's going to show me the line where I need to paint the concealer to, and then obviously just repeat on the other side, and then you're gonna go ahead and fill this in. Now that we've gone ahead and done our cut crease, which doesn't have to be exactly even, as you can tell, we're gonna take a smaller brush. This is the E28. We're gonna go in with this top color here called Earth. It's this beautiful gold. And we're just gonna go ahead and put that on our lid. Once we've got the Earth color laid on, which again is this beautiful gold, we're gonna take the Colourpop E37 brush, and we are gonna go in with this middle left color called Adventure, and we're gonna use it to blend the gold to the brown. So once you've got those two colors blended, Earth and Adventure, you're gonna take Adventure again and you're gonna work it underneath your eye and around in this kind of circular shape, and then work it underneath your eye to about halfway through. Then to help blend the dark Adventure color into your skin, you can go back with the brush that had the colors from the beginning of this video and just kind of run them along the edge of the purple. So we kind of just use a mixture, probably Charades is going to show up the most, and just kind of run it along the edges, and this is going to help the purple blend into a brown to blend into your skin. Alright, after you've blended out the sides, we're going to go back in with the original color Wind, which is the top middle, and we're just going to fill in the bottom of our eyes like this. So just kind of work it from the yellow in the inner eye corner to the purple on the ends. The next thing we are going to do for another little pop of yellow, we are going to take this NYX Epic Wear Professional Makeup Liner Stick, and we are going to be putting this on the inner waterline of our eye. I'm not gonna do this like super on camera because I don't want to poke my eye out, but it's essentially your waterline. So this is what your eyes should look like. It's just going to be a little bit of yellow in your waterline, and the way I do it is I kind of pull down my eye and then do it, and it might take a little bit because the color might not want to stick since your waterline is obviously kind of wet because it's the waterline, but just let it run over it a few times and you'll be fine. The next thing we are going to do is we are going to take our little bit of silver glitter. So it's the middle color, it's called Arendelle, and I'm just taking a flat brush, and this is a lot smaller of a glitter than the Elsa glitter, and we're just gonna put it all over the gold. So now your eyes should be super duper sparkly, and for the last step we're going to take the top left color called Scooch In, and I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger, it's this nice pearly white, and run it over my brow bone, and this is just going to highlight the brow bone and make the eye look more complete, and then it's also going to help our brows to stand out. If you want to, you can go ahead and put a little bit in the inner corner of your eye, but I'm going to leave it dark today. So to complete the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and do my liner and my lashes off camera, and then I will be back and we will finish up this makeup look. Okay, so I went ahead and I did my eyeliner, I put on my falsies, and I used the Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara from L'Oreal Paris on the bottom lashes, and then to kind of blend the two different lashes together, the real ones and the fake ones. So now we're gonna go in with our Colourpop Boss Brow Gel. Oh, it's actually the Brow Boss Gel, sorry. And I'm using the color Soft Black. This would be if you need to fill in your eyebrows, if you have lighter or thinner eyebrows, you can go ahead and do your brow routine here. I just use a little bit of Brow Boss Gel, or yeah, I got it right this time. And then Brow Boss Gel to just set my brows in place. And now finally moving on to lip colors, we are going to be using this Colourpop Lippy Stick in the shade Gold Digger, which is 21A2. And I'm going to kind of use this to branch the purple in my eyeshadow to the sort of reddish purple in my sleeves. So we're just going to go ahead and put that on our lips. The final step of this makeup look is we are going to be taking our Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist and just doing a quick spritz. Okay, so here is the completed look using the Colourpop X Frozen 2 Anna palette. I think it's very cute, I think it's very pretty. It's a different vibe than the Elsa palette, but it's still, I think, an equal. So just to kind of go over everything that we use, I started out with the Colourpop Pretty Fresh primer, and then I used their foundation in the shade 33C. Then I used their concealer in the shade 10N and 105N for actual concealing and then contouring. Then I used the Colourpop No Filter setting powder in the shade Fair. Then I used their Sweet Cheeks Sugar Frosted palette, and I used the bottom right as a blush and the top left as a highlight. I'm trying so hard to remember all of this. Then of course we went in with the actual palette. So we started off with the top middle color Wind, and we used that as a base. Then we went in with the shade Fearless and kind of just worked that into our crease. Then we took the Charades color and we worked it into our outer corner and up into our crease a little bit. Then we did a cut crease using some concealer. Again, remember to use a thicker concealer so that your cut crease is easier to do. And we went in with this sparkly golden color, which is called Earth. And then we used Adventure to blend between Earth and Charades. rays. And then we took Fearless, which is this bottom middle color, and did it from the first half of our eye, and we used Adventura on the outer half of our eye. And then of course we used this little NYX eyeliner color liner stick in the yellow shade, and we did that on our waterline. And then to finish off this makeup look, we used the pressed glitter shade Arendelle on the earth color, the kind of golden earth color. And then we finally used Scooch In to highlight our brow bone. Then we used our Colourpop Brow Bosch Gel to set our brows. And then I did some false lashes, some eyeliner, mascara, and then this little Gold Digger color from Colourpop, this little lippy sticks. Oh, and then finally we set it with our setting powder. So that is the completed process of this makeup look. Again, I really like it. I think it's very pretty. I think it's on the same caliber as the Elsa palette while also being different vibes. So if you like this video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and comment down below any other makeup looks you'd like me to try, palettes you'd like me, to look at, buy, review, etc, etc, etc. And for the question of today's video, comment down below which sister is your favorite, Elsa or Anna. I have to say that personally I think I am more of an Anna girl, only because between me and my older sister, I was Anna and she was Elsa. We used to have these little Christmas tree ornaments and I got the Anna one, so I'm gonna have to say Anna, although I love Elsa's magic vibes. And also, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that way you can get a new video. They're coming out about every Friday, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye!